has been paid or whatever. No. A righteous child who prays for him or her. That benefits them. Why? Because that righteous child is from the deeds of that dead person. Meaning, if the parent was corrupt to the bone, they died in a state of corruption, but their child found Islam and found truth, right? The prayers of that child for the parent, will it benefit that parent or not? This is questionable. This is questionable. Because that child was not the product of that parent. Just as when Prophet Nuh's son, right, refused to get on the boat and drowned. And he said, it's my child. To Allah, Allah said, it's not from your work. It is a bad deed.
In fact, the Prophet ﷺ also said that he warned his daughter, Fatima, that I will not be of any...
That's a different direction.
What about the pious grandchild, praying for the grandfather, for example?
Child and grandchild, same thing. When it says a pious child, it means anybody down the line who has been a product of the work of that person.
Is there any benefit, like after a person dies, for a period of years, your father or whoever, you go to the gravesite and recite prayers there?
Praying for the dead, right? To go to the grave and to ask Allah to forgive this person is beneficial. We can do that. This is what we are doing in Salatul Janazah. We are also praying for that dead person. So it can benefit them, yes.
So the Muqallid, they claim that Prophet ﷺ said that there will never be ijma of the deviant sects. So they say that since we have the ijma, we are in the majority, we cannot be deviant. It's you, since you are in the minority. This is the logic they claim. Is there any other?
No. The brother is saying that some of the deviant groups, they claim that the Prophet ﷺ said there would never be ijma of the deviants. So therefore, since they are the majority, we must be the deviants. Those who call to the way of the companions. The Prophet ﷺ said, لا يجتمع وَلَا تَجْتَمِعُ أُمَّتِي عَلَى الضَّلَالَةِ. My nation will not agree upon misguidance. Has the nation agreed upon misguidance? No. Yes, there's a big group that hold this misguidance and they agreed upon it, but the whole of the ummah has not agreed. Our existence is proof that dalala is there. That is the proof of it, of misguidance. So, but if you look amongst us all, there are things that we all agree upon. We all agree that 5 times daily prayer is required. That is the ijtima, and that is the one which is guidance.
Excuse me, it's actually deviation from what you said. Actually, my friend of mine is in Indo actually. He actually researches several products, all this Pepsi and all these products. He researches what is the formula in it. And he represents the formula of Pepsi. That is the formula of Pepsi, it comes from America. Formula is supplied to every company from America. In that formula, it contains the pig's teeth for the flavor of the company.
Pig's teeth. Okay, so what do you want to do with this now? Okay, our brother is saying here that he has a Hindu friend who becomes an untrustworthy witness, who told him that he has researched the various formulas for drinks, etc., and he found that in the, excuse me please, sisters, he found that in the formula for Pepsi and other products, Western pop drinks or whatever, that in their secret formula they use pig's teeth. So what should we do? Well, as I said, first and foremost, it's well known that the secret formulas are called secret formulas because they don't reveal it. Okay? So he doesn't know what is inside there. Okay? It's just a story. He's just trying to shake you, mess with your mind. What are you going to do now? Okay? So don't worry about it. Just leave it.
Well, I have a question. Now about the one part, about following a leader.
Excuse me, sisters, please. Why is there another conversation going on there? If you have a question, please ask it. If you feel you don't have any more benefit to take from our presentation, then don't disturb the others, please.
Yeah, about following a leader and giving oath. Okay, because nowadays all Muslims require leadership, or we lack leadership. Everybody says that. So for a common cause, for the benefit of Muslim, one person is not enough. They have to form a Jama. Maybe it's for a jihad or for something. Then we have to choose a leader for that.
Okay.
Okay, so once we choose a leader, we have to follow that leader. Okay, and maybe mostly it is used in jihad. So we have to follow the leader blindly because his decision is final decision. And we can't call. What is your opinion about that?
Okay. Brothers are suggesting that in certain circumstances like where today we have to form groups and we choose a leader, the Amir, and we need to follow that Amir blindly. Because in the case of jihad, we can't be second guessing the Amir, etc., etc. And this is the position of the American Army. This is the position of the American Army. If an officer tells a grunt, the main person, foot soldier, to do something, and he disobeys a command, that is considered to be treason and, punishable. You can be put in jail for it. You can be, all kinds of things can happen. You refuse to obey a command. Right? So this is the explanation they gave for the My Lai massacre, which took place in Vietnam, right, where the commander told them to go and kill all the villagers, and they went and did it because the commanding officer told them to do it. Well, some of them felt it's not good, it's not right, but at the time they had to obey because we're in jihad. It wasn't they didn't call it jihad, of course, but they looked at it as being a righteous fight. They're in that thing, so they had to do it. But didn't I mention that the Amir told his followers to ride into the fire and they refused? That is the answer. We don't follow him blindly. If he commands us to do something which is clearly against the book of Allah, we disobey. As the Prophet ﷺ said, لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق.
Because normally what happens is the followers, they will not know many things. Like for example, they will be new to Islam. They will not be knowing the exact Sunnah.
Well, if they don't know what Islam is, then better they go learn Islam before going to do jihad. Understand? And so they don't go out there and get themselves killed over the wrong thing, with the wrong belief. This is the point. Islam does not call to blind following except in the case of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes, you should obey your Amir. In the case of jihad, obey his Amir, as long as he does not command you to do something which you know to be against the teachings of Islam.
Most of the Muslims in today's society, they either follow the four Imams, Ahmad bin Hanbal or Maliki or Shafi, and there are some which are called now Salafi. Are any of them wrong, or is it wrong to follow Hanafi, or just the Hanafi sect or Shafi sect, or is there any misguidance in it? Or?
Okay. Brother's question, since most people, was this your question? I was going to read it next. Was this yours? Regarding following the four pious Imams, Imam Shafi, Imam